I was a massive Ghostbusters fan as a kid and I still have a soft spot for it, so I was looking forward to playing the new Ghostbusters game, complete with the official likenesses, voices and music from the film that's so dear to a lot of people's hearts. The good news is that if you are a fan, you can't help but be swept along with their latest adventure with a huge smile on your face every time you laugh out loud at a joke and of course fire a proton stream or trap a ghost. The bad news is, this is more of an interactive experience rather than a proper game, which leaves me struggling to score it. At the start of the game, a big ghostly explosion engulfs Manhattan originating from the Gozer exhibit at the museum. This lets loose all sorts of nasty, so you as a rookie and the 4 Ghostbusters go and investigate and explore hotels, museums, sewers, office blocks and even a parallel universe to bust everything in sight. Playing this game really is the closest you'll ever get to being in the movie. You get to trap and destroy old favourites like Slimer, Stay Puft and the Grey Lady from the library. The music is identical, the jokes are actually laugh out loud funny, and even your proton pack rattles as you run about. It really does do a fantastic job at recreating the 1984 classic, whilst of course keeping things fresh with a new story and some additions to your proton pack. Of course, you get to trap ghosts using your proton stream, but you can also fire shock blasts, boson darts, slime, and blast things with a meson collider. Button combos can be a bit tricky using the D-pad to select the right weapon for the right ghost, but it is something you do get used to fairly quickly. Now, the reason I say it's not a gamer's game is the fact that it's very linear, and you feel like you're being led through the game by the other principal characters. If you're a fan, you won't mind this and may overlook the fact that combat is actually rudimentary, as you just shoot and stay on the move to avoid stuff, and there's no real way to avoid taking damage apart from using a dodge button that's not all that effective. You also have to use your PKE meter regularly to play hot or cold to find ghosts and artifacts. Bizarrely, the game switches into an unnecessary first person mode as you view information through your paragoggles, and it does feel a bit restrictive at times. There are also a few glitches in there as well. I had to restart a checkpoint at one point because the Ghostbusters didn't move the story along after a boss fight and just stood there, and one of the cutscenes had the dialogue very out of sync with the picture. The frame rate is also very disappointing and even slows down occasionally when there's not that much happening on screen. If this game didn't have the official Ghostbusters license behind it, it would be a rather short and disappointing action adventure, but because it is so superbly crafted for the fans, if you're a fan, you'll absolutely love it and play through most of the game grinning from ear to ear. I am myself a massive fan, so I give Ghostbusters an excellent 8 out of 10.